Two ambulances raced to Hayden Panettiere's South Carolina apartment. But here's the detail that is now raising fresh questions. The ambulances reportedly arrived with stretchers and then left the residence without taking anyone away. So what happened inside that apartment? And perhaps more importantly, was Hayden Panettiere the only person who needed help? According to TMZ, law enforcement sources say 2 ambulances were dispatched to the scene after Hayden suffered cardiac arrest. Paramedics arrived prepared for a medical emergency, but despite the presence of 2 ambulances and stretchers, no one was wheeled out of the apartment. Both ambulances eventually left without a patient. That strange sequence of events is now drawing attention because Hayden may not have been alone inside the residence. A source told TMZ that Hayden's on-and-off-again boyfriend, Brian Hickerson, was living in the apartment with his brother. And there's another key detail. Hayden and Brian had reportedly flown from Los Angeles to South Carolina on Saturday. Both were at the apartment. That means there may have been at least 3 people connected to the residence around the time of the emergency: Hayden, Brian, and Brian's brother. But what happened between the emergency call and the ambulances leaving? That remains unclear, and there is no confirmed evidence that Brian or his brother suffered a medical emergency. In fact, TMZ says it has not been able to confirm whether Brian was experiencing any kind of distress that would have led a caller to report 2 people needing medical attention. Still, the presence of 2 ambulances raises an obvious question. Why were 2 sent? Were emergency responders initially told that more than one person could be in danger? Or was the second ambulance simply part of the emergency response? The available information does not establish the answer, and that distinction is crucial because what is known is that Hayden was ultimately the only person taken away, not by ambulance, but in a coroner's van. Hayden was pronounced dead at the scene. The caller also suspected that an overdose could have been involved. Paramedics then launched a desperate attempt to save her. Emergency crews performed advanced cardiac life support in an effort to revive the actress, but Hayden could not be saved. And now, another detail is adding to the mystery surrounding those final moments. Her autopsy reportedly found no trauma, and according to the latest reporting, Narcan was found at the scene. Narcan is used to reverse opioid overdoses, but its presence alone does not establish that Hayden died from an opioid overdose. Hayden Panettiere's preliminary autopsy has reportedly found no signs of trauma that contributed to her death, as new details emerge about what first responders found inside the South Carolina home. The 36-year-old Nashville star was found unresponsive at a Greenville residence on Sunday, August 16th at around 1:50 p.m. Panettiere would have turned 37 on August 21st. According to the Greenville County Coroner's Office, first responders arrived to find Panettiere in cardiac arrest and immediately began advanced cardiac life support. But despite those efforts, she could not be revived. Panettiere was pronounced dead at 2:32 p.m. An autopsy was completed the following day, and according to Fox News Digital, the preliminary findings showed no signs of trauma that contributed to her death. That detail is significant because investigators are now also looking into possible overdose-related evidence found at the scene. TMZ reports that Narcan, a medication commonly used to reverse the effects of an opioid overdose, was found inside the apartment. The device used to administer it was reportedly found on a mattress. But there is an important unknown here. It is not clear whether Panettiere actually received the Narcan or whether it was administered to someone else who may have been in distress inside the apartment. First responders mentioned a possible overdose while communicating with dispatch as they worked to save her.
Care everyone, instant to respond for cardiac arrest, Justin Milwaukee, 701 East Labor Road, Apartment. Care everyone, instant to respond for cardiac arrest, Justin Milwaukee, 701 East Labor Road, Apartment. East Labor Road, Apartment 12, minute 29 responding.
Central 1.
Central 1, Central 1.
Netcom, Alpha 43, South Central 1. Copy Alpha 43.
Netcom, Medic 24 is available, staying downtown.
Spawn in place of medic overdose. CPR is in progress.
TMZ reports that epinephrine, or adrenaline, was also used during the emergency response, a medication commonly administered during cardiac arrest as part of resuscitation efforts. So, while the preliminary autopsy reportedly rules out trauma as a contributing factor, the cause and manner of Panettiere's death have not yet been established. And as those questions remain unanswered, attention has also turned towards someone from Panettiere's troubled past. As per TMZ, Panettiere's longtime on and off boyfriend, Brian Hickerson, had reportedly been staying at the residence as well. That detail has now drawn renewed scrutiny online, with fans flooding Hickerson's social media and demanding answers following the actress's sudden death.